Hello everyone, my name is Michael Lawal and I serve as the project manager for this assignment 4, the vessel construction planning project. In this assignment, our team developed a structured plan for building a 34-foot aluminum vessel using standard project management tools. Our work focuses on organizing the construction tasks, assigning responsibility for each activity, and creating a schedule that allows the vessel to be completed efficiently within the projected timeline. And my other group members are Andrew Cortez, Dalton Deputy, Thomas Cornett, and Aldo. This slide summarizes the overall approach used in our project planning. The objective of this project was to develop a clear and structured plan for constructing a 34-foot aluminum vessel. To organize the project effectively, we used three project management tools. The Work Breakdown Structure, or WBS, was used to divide the project into manageable work packages. The Linear Responsibility Chart, or LRC, was then used to assign responsibility and accountability for each work package. Finally, Gantt charts were used to visually schedule the project activities across a 20-week timeline from January all through May. Together, these tools provide a comprehensive framework that helps manage both the technical task of the vessel construction and the coordination of the project team. The vessel construction project is divided into three major phases. The first phase is planning, which includes developing the WBS, the LRC, and the project schedule. The second phase is the vessel construction, which involves building the hull and installing the major systems required for the vessel to operate. These systems include the propulsion, electrical, freshwater, sanitation, navigation, and anchoring. The final phase is the sea trial, where the completed vessel is tested in real operating conditions to ensure that all systems function correctly. This structured approach helps ensure that all activities are completed in their correct order and that the project progresses smoothly from planning all through final testing. Now for the work breakdown structure. The purpose of the work breakdown structure, it breaks projects into manageable work packages. It defines the project scope and it organizes tasks hierarchically. The major systems in the work breakdown structure are the hull system, the propulsion system, the electrical systems, freshwater, sanitation, navigation, and anchoring systems. At the highest level is the vessel construction project. The project is then divided into three major sections: the planning activities, the vessel construction, and the sea trial. Within the construction phase, the work is further divided into seven major vessel systems. These include the hull, the propulsion system, the electrical system, the freshwater system, the sanitation system, the navigation system, and the anchoring system. Each of these systems is then broken down into detailed packages, such as specifying components, ordering materials, receiving parts, installations, and finally testing. This hierarchical breakdown ensures that every activity required to complete the vessel is clearly identified and organized. One of the key advantages of the WBS is that it helps project managers define the project scope and ensure that no tasks are overlooked. And from the breakdown structure here, you can see that each level is separated by different colors. And the green represents the packages, which will be assigned to different people in the company. After defining the work packages and the work breakdown structure, we created a linear responsibility chart to assign responsibility for each activity. The LRC identifies which team member is responsible for overseeing each task and how different supervisors support the work. Each column represents a specific project role, including the project manager and the supervisors responsible for different vessel systems. For example, the hull supervisor is primarily responsible for tasks related to hull construction, while the electrical supervisor oversees electrical system installations, and testing. The chart also uses responsibility codes to clarify roles. The code P indicates the person with primary responsibility for completing the task. The code S represents individuals who provide support. The code A indicates the person who has approval authority. Finally, I represents individuals who must be informed about the progress of the task. This structure helps ensure clear accountability and improves coordination across the project team. And this is the continuation of the linear responsibility charts developed by our team. The Gantt chart. This Gantt chart illustrates the detailed construction schedule for the vessel project. The project timeline spans approximately 20 weeks, beginning in January and ending in May. The project begins with planning activities, followed by hull construction. Hull construction must occur first before it forms the structural framework of the vessel, and all other systems are installed inside the hull. Once the hull is complete, multiple systems are installed concurrently, including propulsion, navigation, freshwater sanitation, and anchoring systems. Running these tasks simultaneously helps improve efficiency and reduce overall project duration. The electrical system plays a critical role because many systems rely on electrical power for operation and testing. After installation and testing are complete, the project moves into the final integration before concluding with a full sea trial. And as you can see from the diagram, this is how the Gantt chart looks. Organizational growth. The second Gantt chart illustrates the long-term organizational development required to support vessel production. While the first Gantt chart focuses on the vessel construction schedule, this chart shows how the company evolves from a startup into a scalable manufacturing organization. The process begins by establishing leadership roles and creating an organizational structure. Next, the company develops a research and development department and builds its manufacturing capabilities. As the organization grows, additional functions such as sales and human resources are introduced to support expansion. The final stage is the launch of mass production. Overall, these planning tools demonstrate how structured project management methods can guide both short-term project execution and long-term organizational growth. Thank you. And that concludes our project from the Coogs. Thank you very much once again.